Yeah, this round's on a timer though, with Kisarek making his way potentially to upset the balance. Oh! Norway's been spotted. Now what's the adjustment here from Aurora? They're just going to go into some contact. They do have the util there, but the reroute is coming through. Lackey looking to potentially cause a disruption, a distraction.
He's going to give it a crack. You had Casey going for that jump peek earlier and drawing that attention away from Innocent up on the balcony. So we might see Rebels end up with another pick before the bomb starts to make its way through window of all places. It could be the late A hit. We'll see what the audible gets called. 30 seconds. They're starting to really just have to figure out exactly what's going down. And here's the sound. It's going to be the full split into B with a late push from Apps instead. Kenzie's going to be able to take that one away. Olimp down to 3 HP. And Innocent with the Julie's going to be able to drop that one down. Both the Apps members out of the round, and Deko couldn't do a damn thing in the 1v3.
Rebels had that read, didn't they? Kisarek with that info. Big play. They deliberately left Murder Hole up. It was going to be a sound cue. If they took the middle of the map, if they wanted to reroute through back to B and pincer it, they had to make that noise. And once they did, they were pressed from CT, pressed from market. Deko gave them some life, some opportunity, but Kisarek played his part.
And Aurora just going on the low buy here. Much util to try to make their way out. Olimp, though, in the perfect position to succeed. Going to be able to find 2 before falling. Result out of Valve makes things a little bit more awkward for Casey, who runs out of bullets in the meanwhile, pulls out the secondary to grab another, or at least soften up Deko. It's Innocent to follow through with 2 for himself. 4 and 1 for him, 2 and 0 for Rebels.
Yeah, they're enjoying it so far. Really trying to get the crowd involved on their side, Rebels. They know it's going to be already. First layer utility on mid. Already heads up play as well from Rebels, coming, taking territory, getting that info. Not to be expected by Aurora.
Спонсором ролика стал сайт WonderCase. На сайте представлено множество различных кейсов, режим апгрейд и контракты. Давайте откроем пару кейсов и посмотрим, что из них выпадет. Теперь заценим апгрейд. Окуп есть, и это радует. Теперь я смело могу выводить скин к себе в инвентарь. За регистрацию на сайте вы получите бесплатный кейс с халявой. А лично для моих подписчиков на сайте есть промокод KENGURU, который дает плюс 25 к депозиту. Ссылка в описании.
Result actually might be caught here too. Oh,
You'd think so.
The hunter becomes the hunted.
Maybe a step was made. Switched on and very aware of the potential of that push to come through. That has happened multiple times. You've got to remember that Flay went for that flank, I think Innocent as well, or Kisarek rather, in the pistol round. They keep on putting this pressure on a lot of the extremities, and we're going to see it again. Innocent's not done. He's still looking through PAL.
No one suspects the butterfly. He's going to attempt to spread his wings, and I mean, at the moment, the bomb has made its way back through mid. They will reposition here, but oh, he doesn't know.
So, going to be able to get another freebie. Here's those footsteps. Oh, almost free, almost dropped the ball for a moment, but in the meanwhile, will lock it down, find all 3 for himself so far, and the 2 remaining Rebels members, it's going to be a rough go for them in a 2v5, and they're not even on the right side. So, I dare say a save is probably in order. If they can get past Norway.
Some of their losses, they're going to keep on rolling that dice and using their spawns to their advantage.
Olin
from Rebels. But everything points to B.
Lucky. Going to get shot in the backy. Casey doing the honours as Innocent as well. Will slice the site in half, spot Kenzie jumping across, but plenty of space for Aurora to get this one planted. Good timing on that smoke blooming on the door side. And the CT's looking just to regroup at market before they can even think about this one. Innocent's going to poke his head around short, and in the meanwhile, Result falling means that the retake is certainly on. Smoke going to get blown, which makes Casey fall. And in the 3v3, things getting difficult. That time is slowly but surely ticking away, and the numbers getting thinned to scraps. It's a save for Flay. Deko loving the AWP.
Absolutely. Locking it down as well. Market, no safe trading space at all for Rebels. And so their early start comes to a halt, a grinding halt at that. Casey, I thought, had done a good job of securing short control.
Check these shots out. There's the first. Deja vu on the second.
Yeah, Kisarek caught stacking shells.
And Aurora getting loud. Tactical timeout used by Rebels here. Member as Aurora, after that smoke fade, start to make their way into A. There's a solid crossfire from Sandwich and CT. And Kisarek going to have to fight in the flames. That'll be his downfall. 4v4. But they still get the bomb on site and planted. And Flay's going to start to take some names, at least one found. Lackey across the top finds his head, and things getting awkward in the 3v3.
Yeah, great trade from Lackey there, but now that bomb plant is going to come in, that's going to be time for Rebels to get position. They're going to flood on into this site right now.
Going straight for it, Kentsy's name taken away, and it's Lackey to at least cut the cross to where that bomb is planted. Innocent, nice trade through the edge of Firebox, and Deko 1v2 angle finds the first, goes AK instead, and makes Innocent dead. 4 on the board. All in a row for Aurora.
Yeah, on the trot. That's definitely a swing in the momentum. And Aurora are starting
in the Margaret Court Arena for the second semi-final of the day. We got 2 more rounds to play in the first half here. No mid-control for Aurora this time. It's going to be a set piece at A.
Yep, straight on into it too. I don't think they're going to be waiting around for the timing.
Rebels expecting it. They've got that nice triangular setup with the defense. Flay going to try to throw as much supportive utility here. He's actually going to go through to help out Kisarek up on the balcony. And you got Casey too, tucked away. Sandwich. But can they swing off one another? Kisarek's found his, so has Flay. And Rebels, they were ready for that play. It's been cut to shreds, but now you got to worry about the lurker. Kenzie starts to activate up on as Deko is going to be left in the 1v3. Give it a crack. A minute on the clock, so he can go wherever he wants.
He's got the bomb on his back, so he can be a total journeyman. But he gets that 1v1 duel. Casey's a little bit stronger. And so, a second round in a row now for Rebels. Come on.
There's a lot of action going down, but before we jump into the second, let's see if this man is getting lucky today.
Brother,
blue, mate.
you need some frames. Brother, what is that? What are those frames?
Unlucko, Malacco. But look, 7-5 means this game is well and truly alive. Between Rebels Gaming and Aurora Gaming, these guys are all bringing their A game, at least for Mirage. Let's see who comes out on top, and let's see if Rebels can get off to a good start with their Glocks out into the second half.
Rocking out into a B split potentially already. Kenzie, though, could be a sticking point for this round. Aurora, he's got the info. We'll be able to retreat back into mid-connector. No opposition thus far.
Big pick onto Kisarek, and with Kenzie falling, maybe there's a bit of chance now for Rebels, bringing it back to that 4v4, but look at this Lackey with 2 guns. Better than one, I heard, and now he's got the element of surprise. He knows everything. He's calling this rotate, and Aurora are all going to be bringing their A game to the party.
Yeah, and he's even going to be able to layer his own flank on in too. So with these dualies, this could be cause for concern for Rebels.
Whoa. Watching their back, worried about maybe an unders push coming through, but with that pick and plenty of time on the clock, Rebels, they know what to do. Splitting up. Clearing a few things, but inevitably just deciding to commit to the same plan.
He's just going to go dark on comms. They've got that element of surprise once again. Norway's on point. He's got to do something with this. He finds 1, 2, looking for more, and he finds the 3rd. Looks like Norway's got a staff of his own. That's a question. Already just setting themselves up. Smoke's in place in A main. So, they can layer this if they wish. But they're just allowing some time for both Casey and Olive to make their move. So first layer will come through. Is it going to bait any rotation out? Is it going to give potentially an opening in mid? Kenzie opting to play close. Olim's already been silenced. They're going to be running out of utility here, Rebels. Particularly now that Casey's gone. So they're just going to fight their way in. Deko, the path of most resistance. And they're just going to run into this site with nothing. Rebels have been met with brute force. It really did fall apart for them.
Rough way to kick off your gun rounds for sure. And Aurora stringing 3 together now, unless Innocent can do something crazy, but he's a little hazy. He's knocked down to 46. That molly could have been some cover, but Result very aware that he was going to swing on that low side.
The forward positioning that they had in the previous round. So, just going to fight fire with fire.
Little dunk on Kisarek there, and Casey goes out with a nicely timed flash, but the shots are so damn good from Deko, lurking in through the jungle smoke. And Flay has found himself a single. Given 3 were looking at him, that's not too bad, but Aurora up with a 2-round lead now are starting to show that they mean business here at ESL Challenge in Melbourne.
Yeah, they took a little while too as well to purchase into this round with that AWP on Flay. So they're going to be looking to try and potentially slow things down a little bit.
Previous means he can still have some incredible impact, but for the time being, just sitting at stairs, might poke his head towards main, and he's gone underneath the crosshair of Flay and picked off Olymp in the meanwhile. No chance of a trade there.
Yeah, Olymp did not deserve for wrecked, but he got it.
Lovely movement. I wonder if that was preempted, pre-planned. Either way, draw our attention back towards mid. Casey hasn't been seen, hasn't been spotted. Result gets time, and that's going to be a free one, the equalizer.
Yep. Also some short control as well. Norway's there, layered. Might even be just heard. Innocent should be cordoned off as well. He's just going to be barreled, and let's just see if this A side hit. He's going to have some venom. Deko standing strong.
There was moments, there was glimpses where Rebels could have made it happen, but you can see the reactions coming through from Aurora are crazy.
Oh, what's Conky doing out there?
We're delivering the tape.
Conky, that's a bit of a gaff, mate.
Rounds in the lead, still maintained. 3 more needed. Put Mirage in the back pocket and over the top. You love to see it.
That smoke could be costly though. Just cost him another piece of util to refresh it. The Molotov. Oh, Result doesn't want to get caught with util out, but that's exactly what happens, and they're going to path their way into short. The bomb protected in halls.
Has Kenzie with that pick done enough? We need to see something from Lackey right now. He's standing, knocking on the door of Market, but not given anything. Flay baited out, and he knows the position of at least 3 of these Rebels members. Innocent, unknown, but it's just going to be the save. The money's in the damn bin for Aurora. And this is a 9th now, going to get secured. I'm loving how close this Mirage game's been.
Interested to see Rebels actually taking the tactical timeout there after that round win, so slowing things down.
Yeah.
Letting Aurora just stew. What happened to your staff, mate? You were flammed off the grate. Now, who are you?
Position on short, so we'll see if Aurora react. They're going to start to group up in window. Like they've got an idea, and That nade doesn't do as much damage as it looked like it was going to. Innocent, in the meanwhile, has been silently boosted up. The timing is kind of nuts, though. For Deko, eyes on the prize. And that's going to be the opening for the round. And with that position found, Aurora, it signaled to them that it's probably going to be this B split. Look at the setup. Oh, they're ready. Doubling up on short, just making sure that they can keep eyes on mid. Oh, it's almost not worked out.
No.
Flash, the timing. It works for Aurora. They swing around just in time. Result locking down the split, and now there's just a one-pronged attack with 50 on the clock. Rebels trying to figure out where they need to go here.
Yeah, they've cancelled on that, but they've got no territory anywhere else. They've got no info. Did they go into a safe? We'll see. Just quite static in this round for now. Yeah, Deko posting up on Palace as well. This will be an interesting duel. He hits this, and he does.
Big pick.
They're activating all across the map, but it's no avail. Innocent, he finds the short push.
And there is a chance for Rebels to get back in here. You're looking at Lackey's HP just with 10. One bullet, and he's sent to the grave. And Aurora will have to do it in the 3v3. But yeah, you mentioned the timing. Look at Olymp, though. He's in a very solid position to deal with aggression. It's Innocent, though. One hit. What?
Whoa! Stop!
We're going to need a replay of that later. Flay, though. Let's see if he can go toe-to-toe with Deko. Misses that one. Flash forcing him back. And with 50 on the clock, there's still plenty of time for Rebels to make this work, but with Innocent falling, it gets much more complicated for Flay here. Missed flick. 9 points of health. And CT's squirming on him. One needed for Aurora to take Mirage.
They're able to recover the AWP as well. It's just all looking Millhouse for Aurora. Oh, dear.
Okay, the double take.
Not that there's anyone close enough to really hear it, but we'll see.
Well, we're going to see a bit of action here on Norway as well. He was supposed to be the bait man, but decides to keep on pushing forward. That flash as well allows him to feel confident for the aggression, but the trade comes through eventually. Flay brings back to a 3v4 for Rebels, and Casey not fast enough to catch off Result, who's going to be playing here from Get Right, but it's Innocent last alive as everyone else gets absolutely destroyed. 1 kill away from a 13th round for Aurora, and a first round of the best of 3 in the bloody bag. There it is, the difference maker coming through at the end. 13-9, the scoreline for map number 1 of the series. And Aurora, they're going to be extremely happy with that outcome.
Yeah, it felt like it was tit for tat there in many different sections of the map, but Aurora just strong.
Help to that Kenzie to activate on the back of site if this
They're ready.
hit gets committed to until flooding through. Molly towards the back of default. How's this going? Kenzie hasn't had to activate just yet. Waits for the flash, but it's a little bit too late. Kesserak will be traded out, so we're down to the 3v3. The cave control is going to be there for Aurora, even though Lackey's down low. They're looking for the kill. They're looking for more. Deko there, spotted, and Result swinging in all on his own. 2v3 and space for Flay to get that bomb planted.
Great work on spacing themselves out and taking control of the cave, but Deko, he's just peppering from the edge. And they are just going to get themselves into post-plant positions perfectly.
So much respect given to him as well after his performance on map 1. Flay with the repeat gets him eventually. And that's going to be...
It's just Deko actually rolling out of spawn with one. But Rebels, no need for them to hard commit to anything thus far. Oh. Looking pretty cluster thus far. Innocent goes down, Norway.
Jim, this is going to be an awkward round
Yeah,
if Rebels don't lock in.
This has gone awry for them, hasn't it? I was wondering what on earth was happening.
A little bit of util to maybe flush some corners out here, but that's going to be dunked towards mid instead. The lane push. Keep on coming. Aurora, 4-1 split. Putting all their eggs in one basket, and it looks like it might just be the right basket, Jim.
Yeah, that might just be irksome for Rebels as they start to make their way on through. Deko on point. Does spot out the head of Flay. They're going to roll on in here. This is going to be super awkward. Look at all these off angles. They've got to try and get rid of. Olim's AK is going to be now in play, but Kenzie He's swatted. And they are quite low here, but they've got to deal with all this damage. Flay does the job for them.
The TK in a round like that, the pressure, forcing out mistakes, and Aurora playing that perfectly. Lovely little bait setup, double on the right side of Cave. Look at this. Olimp sees the first, has no idea the second man's there. Result gets himself the kill, the trade, the upgrade, everything. He could have wanted and more. Oh, and then finishes off on the Flay. Awkward situation, and Rebels going to be kicking themselves they didn't convert that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for them. That could have been around. They may come back to bite them later. We'll see. Aurora, though, they've got the full complement. How are they going to play Flay into this round to see if he can open things up with that orb? Just sitting around the back of mid, away from utility towards B to hopefully bait out some counter util. To be fair, neither team really have notes to drop on utility at the moment. So all it's really done is hurt Rebels with their late round options, especially without picks. Who's going to go first?
Kenzie on the offline. He's just waiting. Makes his way into a cheeky pocket. One and done if the teams move together, but Lackey's found that one. Tapping away at Olymp. Probably smacking his desk after that.
What can you do?
Sound cue allows Kisarek to know that Lackey was still here. Look at a frag, and he only gets a tag. Result. The trade game's only good for one, but Kenzie activates at the perfect moment. Fast flank in through Donut. And there's going to be no space, no time for Rebels to get this one planted. Casey trying to hold it off with the Tech 9 there. With 16 seconds, Flay has to pull the AWP back out, and he's not allowed to do a damn thing. Rebels losing another, and Aurora are happy to tie it up early to a piece.
Yeah, it really was the allegory of the cave there for... He's got the steel caps.
The flash, it's good, but the shot is better. And Deko is going to be left solo. Has to smoke himself to try and fade away, but there's going to be a gap across the top. And Casey, at Shelf, sneaks towards the game plan instead. Looking to play the numbers. 2 here. Trying to stay alive and thrive here. Deko thought he could have been on for more, but the lineup works out better for Rebels as they traded up 3v2.
Yeah, it's a foot race over towards B. Kenzie, though, has won that. Looking for more. And is he going to be able to clean them all up here? He's just trying to buy some time, wait for his teammate to get in, but he gets the job done himself. Very important for him to be able to do that. I thought they'd done a great job of fitting the numbers here, Rebels. They hit A with such conviction. They still had time. They could have, you know, slowed things right down, faked that rush, but not to be. They wanted to see whether or not they'd caused enough of a rotation over towards that B site, but Aurora heads up play. Back to the Tech 9s for Rebels. As a hero.
The flash was good for those CTs. Trade game allows them to keep on locking it down. 30 in the clip is more than enough for Norway to deliver brilliance on the big site.
Probably looking for this plant at best, but Innocent is hungry for a little more. Just wanting to secure his position first, but that has just brought on the entourage of Aurora. They deny that plant, deny that little bit of extra cash. Yeah, they're buying into it anyway, but it has a knock-on effect. The flashes that Rebels did throw were largely ineffective.
Casey, very thorough, making sure no one's hidden in the corner at the top of the shelf. Gets that cheater control, but no eyes on Cave. And the vent's going to be smoked off as well, so that separates any intention for Rebels, or at least stops them in their tracks. 4 members here. Eyes on B. And Aurora, as you see, they've got 3 here as well. Nice little bait set up on the long side of things. Only one set of util to make this one work. Molly going to be going over towards default. 2 smokes yet to be thrown. Cave is there for Pickings. Olymp as well. The lurk gets torn to shreds as Kenzie gets another 3v5. They can just play for the retake as Flay finally tries to find an answer, but again, with not much time to play with here, it's just going to be awkward as hell in the post plan.
Yeah, they look to stick it now. They're going to try and batten down the hatches because Aurora all there. No real utility other than the smoke and the flash, though. So they can isolate some jewels.
This AWP would have been huge, except this smoke makes things extremely awkward for Flay in the corner. 1v4, and he's going to be found. Aurora, that smoke just put a bit of a spanner in the works there, and Rebels couldn't secure a third. 6-2. That'll do for Aurora.
That's a sticker and a half, isn't it?
A few rounds to play with here. And that nade from DEKO is large.
It's in charge. Doesn't matter for DEKO anyway.
Just suffocating Rebels. The utility as well, already just down to 2 smokes, 1 banger. The man disadvantage. A double man disadvantage and almost even less.
It doesn't matter if Kenzie can't see, he will do the damage.
And the slow push in, not lacking in confidence. Rebels still going to go toe to toe, and Kenzie gets domed. But look at DEKO. In this spot, he can make it extremely difficult for Rebels to get this bomb down safely. They don't have a read on it. And they're going to look for some more control first. It's an open plant at the opening of Cave. And Aurora just trying to posture and figure out how to make this retake happen. Lane control is going to be the call to order, and with Innocent falling again, a 2v4 that Rebels are going to struggle to convert.
Olymp has a chance now to really put forward in the side of things, but he's not aware of Resalt's presence, and that is going to be clean up there for Kisarek. And so Aurora, we do see Rebels now, slightly different approach here. Some earlier utility presence towards that B site, just trying to pry some eyes ahead. Yep. Kisarek has already fallen, but Olymp, they're going to pull their way onto this A site.
Action at A again, and Flay. That's the second teammate he's killed now. Unfortunate for him, and he won't be able to lock down the A site. Bombs there on the ground, although I don't know if it's been spotted yet by Aurora. They still haven't gone for the full rotation across, and DEKO now calling for it.
Yeah, he's posted up on a far better position now. Innocent has very few gaps to slither through. So he might be looking for this timing here to try and split the 2 CTs.
Ooh, look at this approach. Unfortunately, spotted at the worst possible moment. I thought he might have been able to get his head around the corner, but Kenzie again, a nuisance. Enough.
He's repurchased it in. Unfortunately, Rebels, they want more. But it is a far cry.
This hasn't been working for Rebels before, but the difference is, DEKO isn't here this time. Bomb is going to be going to the ground regardless, and the spam through. Kenzie almost bodied 2, but it's Norway to snatch him away. 3 for him. Flay just waiting for that swing. He sees an elbow, sees the jiggle. It's lucky to find another, and this half has been utter domination. Aurora leading by 8 into the half. What a man. What a myth. What a bloody legend. We got ourselves a couple of individuals that don't know how to flex in here, and if you guys want to show them, now's a good time to do it. My boy, Reppin' Tyloo, big guns there. Swagger Soul showing us what he's bloody made of. Love to see it.
Call the plumber. Got some blocked pipes in here.
Well, potential for there to only be 3 rounds here in the second half. If Aurora take this pistol, they're going to be booking their ticket, fast-tracking their way straight to the grand final. They got places to be. The gravitation of a lot of the CTs back towards mid. Kisarek hoping he could maybe have a little helping hand, and with Olymp falling at A main, now A is for the taking, and Lackey creating even more space. Man is built to the brim with confidence, and he's almost done it all. DEKO, he wants to just get this one over and done with. 11 secured, and now just 2 needed. Rebels, are they forcing it? Line. Repositioning just to make sure that the Orb can hopefully have some impact somewhere else. towards the cave side of things, but you're looking at the map. Aurora starting to shift back towards A as all on. He's got 2 flashes to play with, and that Molly at New Box forces him into the open. He's got no idea that that second man was staggered. It's the A site taken, and the Molly will give them enough space to get this plant, unless they take a bit too long.
Yeah, he's got no help, has he, Olim? All on his own lonesome. But they have numbers here in the retake, but they're all stuck in Temple.
It's going to be hard to make their way out now. Norway, big box Lackey as well. And Norway can swing on the cross. It's all up to Flay, whose position has been seen, it seems. And Lackey just so solid there in the post plant from the back of default. 3 picks, getting a 12th on the board for Aurora. And it's been a while between drinks, but now they need just 1 to lock in the grand finals.
Yeah, series point for them. Missed opportunity there. Slither of an opportunity at that, but yeah, just not expecting second player in A main. And Lackey, hasn't he been unleashed this tournament so far? His multi-fragging ability has been huge for Aurora, but I mean, they have plenty of firepower on this lineup. That's case in point.
A very impressive team, but impressive speed coming out of Aurora this time. Looking to wrap up shop real quick. In the meantime, Olimp going to get every bit of info that he could want, pushing through A. And the timing push is not going to be the one to secure the final round needed. Man advantage lost off the back of that, and Norway drawing attention to himself. Kisarek spotted through the edge of smoke there. And maybe, just maybe, Aurora closed this.
Yeah, they've gone from a player disadvantage to a player advantage. We'll see how they go. But there's a lot of work to be done here for Casey. He's just a swivel head in this B side at the moment. He's being enclosed slowly from all angles. He doesn't know it yet. But his teammate, Flay, has got to work this out. He's a journeyman, and I think he's going to be too far away to help.
There might be a world where he can find himself a primary weapon if he times it into cave perfectly. He's dealt with one flank, but he's out in the open. And it's a 1-for-1. Flay, the game, the series, their life here at ESL Challenger Melbourne is all on his shoulders. And going toe-to-toe with Deko is no way to keep yourselves in it. 13-6, Aurora take home all the bacon in the semi. And they will be going on to meet MIBR in the grand final here in Margaret Court Arena in just an hour or so.
Yeah, they ran out of steam, didn't they, Rebels? They were flying the flag high on Mirage.